The next step to plan for in your strong outline is the catalyst and the debate. They go hand in hand. Hi everyone, I'm oddfud. I've been sharing my tips and tricks and the steps that I take in order to make a really strong outline to write a novel really fast. I write young adult novels. I haven't been published or anything yet, but I am able to write young adult novels and write them pretty fast because I have been outlining for years. I have been doing NaNoWriMo since 2019. This is the first year that I'm taking off, but I've also been doing a lot of camp NaNoWriMos along the way. So I've been writing 50,000 words in a month several times over. So I have experience with that. I write pretty strong detailed outlines. They tend to take up a whole one subject notebook. I like it that way because then when I get down to it and I sit down and I start writing my actual words of my novel, it goes and flows very easily. Today we're talking about the catalyst or the debate. Now the catalyst we talked about before. We've talked about in the point of no return. The point of no return turns like after the point of no return, the story has to happen. This story that you're writing has to happen. In order to get to the point of no return, something has to be the catalyst of that. So in science, a catalyst is the first step that causes a cascade of things to happen. You've already, in your head, in your outline, you've gotten a very good idea of what the story is going to be. So now there's a lot of different things to spur that on. We've talked about in the story circle and all of that, your character wants something. The character wants something and they go out to get it. But up until this point, they have not done anything about that thing that's lacking in their life. There is a reason that we're going from the stasis of not going out to getting what you want to the dynamics of going out and getting what you want. So what is the catalyst? The catalyst can be so many things in order to get to your point of no return. So go ahead and write a bunch of different ideas. We're still just in the planning process after all. The catalyst does set things in motion, but like I said, it could be a lot of different things that can set off this like Rube Goldberg machine of your story. So it could be a lot of different things. It could be like catching your best friend and your boyfriend kissing, or it could be like, oh, I need to get money because I want a car, because I want to get out of here. Catalyst comes with a debate. So this is not one of your climactic choices that happen at the end. The debate happens at the beginning of the story. The debate is whether or not you want to actually do the steps that take you into the point of no return. So the debate happens before you've passed over into the point of no return. If you debate and you're like, no, then that would be the end of the story. At one time, my sister and I were watching like the early episodes of The Secret Life of the American Teenager, and my sister said it would be really great if she was just like, I decide to get an abortion, and that's the end of the show. And that's the end of the show. So like that's kind of like there's a debate, right? Like, do I keep the baby or do I get an abortion? That's like a pretty serious debate. Sometimes the debate is as little as like, am I going to sit at the cool kids table or am I going to stay sitting at the little table by myself? With your main character, you want them to have to make the decision. You don't want it to happen to them. You want them to make the decision, to be active and make the decision and decide to go forward with it. They're the one that wants something. So you want them to have to go through this debate. So the debate and the catalyst together should really shine some light on what is missing, because maybe you've talked about it a little bit just in the opening scenes. As they go through the debate and the catalyst spurs something on and they go through the debate and they decide to go through with it, that should really be hammering home what is missing from your main character's life and what they want to add to their life. So I hope that clears up a little bit about like what's the difference between the catalyst and the point of no return and the debate and the climactic choices at the end of the book. Everything that I talked about today happens early on. but I like to plan out for it a little bit later because it's just a little bit easier to know what's going to happen in order to choose something that will spur on the rest of the story. Thank you so much for watching this video. I hope I've done it justice. If you liked it, give me a thumbs up. That helps me know that you liked it. It helps YouTube know that there are people out there that like this kind of content, and it helps lift everybody up. If you want to hear more about my journey, not only this month where I'm talking about my outlining steps, but also in the future when I get back to writing and when I finally start editing for the first time, when I reach out to agents and maybe even get published one day, I want to share that whole journey with you. So if you're interested in seeing that, subscribe to this channel and I promise to put up more. Leave me a comment to let me know what you've been interested in. I know I have a couple of different kinds of videos that I put up, so please leave a comment and let me know what you've been liking. If you want to be notified of tomorrow's video, ring that bell. Tomorrow I'm going to be talking about some of the bad guys close in. So it's another kind of splash page that we're going to be writing tomorrow, so be ready for that. Thank you so much for watching this video, and I will see you tomorrow. Bye!